the IFP, is gearing up to commemorate Workers' Day in Mpumalanga, and the party says they're looking to extend their influence beyond the usual stronghold of KwaZulu-Natal. Watching that leg of the story is our reporter Ntlantla Kgatlhane, who joins us now live from there. And Ntlantla, what tactics do you reckon the party is going to be using to try and, increase their presence, their influence in places like Mpumalanga today?
Yes, well, a very good day indeed. I am coming to you right here from the Sasso Club in Ntlantla in Mpumalanga, where IFP president will be here to come and garner support as elections come closer. Ayanda, if you remember, Ayanda, we once had a conversation a couple of weeks ago with the party president with regards to the party being a regional, or being perceived rather as a regional party, and dismissing those particular perceptions, saying that those claims are far from the truth, and saying that for the mere fact that IFP has existed in the democratic dispensation and holding the very same position, it clearly shows that the party is not a regional party, saying to us that amongst their focus in these elections will be to crisscross the country, to just get rid of that perception of the IFP being a regional party, saying that they were in the Free State, they were welcomed, they were going to go to Northwest. Also, they've been in Mpumalanga and various parts of the country. Today they are in Mpumalanga to come and garner support as the much contested 2024 election day fast approaches. So basically, I understand to us that it's just a myth. It's far from the truth that the IFP is a regional party, and saying that if it was a regional party, would the party still occupy or rather be the fourth largest political party in the National Assembly? And when we continue with that conversation, we posed a quite interesting question to him with regards to political pundits and views academics predicting that these elections there won't be an outright winner, saying that for them, as you know, that they are working with other political formation, the DA AfriForum in the multi-party charter, saying that they'll continue working in these elections, gaining support independently. But when that time comes to sit down and talk about a form of coalitions, the multi-party charter, or rather the political parties that are in that grouping, will be the first that they are going to interact with them. But we posed a question that if maybe you find yourself in an instance as the IFP, whereby you are, you don't have a choice but to engage with the ANC, will the party engage with the ANC? And he said to us, that for a mere fact that the ANC at that particular time will see it fit to talk to them, and the ANC at that time will be wounded, it will be a different ANC, and that's when they will sit on the table and try and engage the party, saying that the ANC at that particular time, if it doesn't get there is no outright winner, it will be a different party to talk to. But like I said, quite interesting, the party saying that it's just a myth that the party, it's a regional party, saying that they've been crisscrossing the country, going to each and every community across the country or Northwest. Like I mentioned earlier, that they were in the Free State, saying that what surprised them was that they were really welcomed by their supporters and other South Africans in those particular areas, and saying that the views or perception that the IFP is a regional party, they are nothing but a myth. They are far from the truth. Ayanda.
All right, Ntlantla, interesting discussions as always in the lead up to a crucial election like this one. I wonder if you're able to give us a sense very quickly of how many people have started arriving for that particular gathering as a show of support for an organization that believes they're not just a regional party but have influence elsewhere in the country.
Well, since our arrival here, what I can say, we saw a couple of taxis coming through. I mean, earlier we got lost trying to find the venue, but you could see, a number of people wearing IFP T-shirts and making their way here. It's quite still early to, to predict that, this venue won't be filled. But one thing that I noticed inside was that the venue itself is not really that big, but one can only predict that from the view and the perception we have currently is that, you know, it looks like the party leader will find this venue filled because I mean, like I said earlier, we were lost and we drove around trying to find the venue, but we also noticed people in the taxi rank wearing regalia of the IFP and others while we were driving here, you know, walking towards this venue here. But currently, as we speak, there is a quite number of people that are making their way in. I mean, we saw a couple of leaders of the IFP making their way in. Earlier, there was a bus that was here and people got off the bus. So we expect the venue to be filled. But like I said, it's not really a big venue where you would want to, you know, see if it will be filled to capacity. It's just a small hall where the leader of the IFP is expected, you know, to deliver his message and you know, try and sway South Africans here or residents here to give them or trust them with their vote come election day.
All right, and perhaps that was intentional. We'll leave it there. Ntlantla Kgatlhane, thanks very much indeed. Live to us there from Mpumalanga in Mpumalanga as the IFP prepares for its own Workers' Day commemorations in that province.